Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do another best of beauty for you guys. This is going to be a lot of face products. This is going to be my favorite blushes, my favorite highlights, and also my favorite bronzers. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video, and I'm just going to jump into it. So first and foremost, I wanted to just admit my love for highlight. Like this year I have discovered a new love. It used to be eyeshadows because eyeshadows are just my jam. They will forever be my jam. But as of lately meaning this year, I have been obsessing over highlights. Like every highlight that comes out, I'm like, it must be mine. Like my face must be glowy. Like that is just the goal of every look that I do. So I've been really into highlights and seeing what different brands have to offer, and I've just kind of expanded my highlight collection because I used to kind of just stick to like MAC and things like that and maybe like one or two from NARS. But today I just realized when going through my collection, like damn Sam, like you have a lot of highlights and I've been really enjoying them, and I just want to share with you the ones that I love the most and they're my go-tos and that I'm constantly using into the ground. So the first of which you guys are probably gonna guess, are the ones that I have been raving about on my channel lately, and they are the Anastasia Beverly Hills blushes. I have two that I absolutely love. I love So Hollywood, which is just a really beautiful true gold. So as you can see here, it's just the most gorgeous gold. I love the way it applies to the face, and it's just really effortless and easy to work with. That's what it looks like on my finger here. And when you apply this, your glow is just so on point. I just really enjoy the formulation of the product. I think that Anastasia Beverly Hills just did a phenomenal job with the pigmentation of that highlight, because when you apply it, you are really gonna get that bam glow, like beaming highlight that you look for when you apply a highlighter. It's not overpowering, but it's just perfection, and I think she couldn't have done a better job with the product and how like the color selection was. I just love that highlight. I think it's amazing. Another highlight that I'm absolutely loving, and this is also from Anastasia Beverly Hills, this is the color Rivera. And the So Hollywood is more of a gold, like very gold. That's going to be great for a lot of different skin tones, not just light to medium to dark. It's going to look really nice on medium to darker skin tones. But Rivera pulls a little bit, I want to say, more copper tones to it. I feel like those who are deeper in tone, those who have more pigmentation in their skin, those who are medium to dark, I feel like this color will do really well on you because it's just so different. It just has a really nice copper pull to it, and I feel like that will really highlight the face well. So this is what it looks like up close. This one is beautiful as well. I love the formulation on this product. I just think that it applies effortlessly, and this one is just very bronzy, as you can see, whereas the So Hollywood is just very gold. So that is side by side the two colors. This color right here is going to be Rivera, which is the more coppery of the two, and this color on the other side is So Hollywood, which is pulling more gold on my skin tone, just to give you a side by side reference of what those two look like on the skin. Another highlight I've been enjoying is one that comes in a duo that was recently launched by Makeup Forever this year. This is the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo in the color 02. I love this highlight. It is very similar to the Anastasia Beverly Hills one in the fact that it's just a very nice gold. Because I have more tan skin, I'm deeper in tone, I feel like golds pair well with my skin tone, whereas if you're more fair, you're gonna gear more towards those icier, lighter shades that are more pearlescent. For me, that doesn't work well on my skin tone, but these colors are my jam. Like they make my skin go 0 to 100 real quick. So this gold here is unbelievable. It's really nice. It applies very easily on the skin. It's very pigmented as well, and I love the way this pairs on the skin tone, and it just looks so nicely. And I will swatch it. It's just one swoop and like you're getting a bam. like, yeah girl, highlight on your face. I do also like the bronzer in here. It pulls a little bit orange, which works for me, but it doesn't work for everybody. So I think that the main focus of this duo is more so the highlight, because it is really beautiful on the skin and it looks so nice. So the last highlighting powder I'm going to be speaking to you guys about is one from Becca. This was the one that was launched through Jaclyn Hill. It is the color Champagne Pop, and this highlight is phenomenal. I think that Jaclyn Hill did such a great job with this selection, because I feel like she made this highlight cater to so many different skin tones, which is really important to me because I am a woman of color, and I feel like a lot of things are not geared towards our skin tone. I feel like a lot of things are more appealing to those who are more fair in tone. So when she created this highlight, I was so impressed, because it's not just great for women of color, it's not just great for fair women, it goes towards everybody across the board, and I love that. And I really feel like that really says a lot about a brand when they put out products like that, because they're not just thinking of one particular group of people, they're thinking of a large mass of people. And I thought that spoke a lot about her as a makeup artist, because she did something that can cater towards so many different skin tones. So like, my hat goes off to her, because I think that's really important. And I feel like in the makeup industry, like, I'm going on a side rant, but I feel like in the makeup industry there is not a lot of selection for women of color, and that is my biggest problem, because I don't think it's fair. And I feel like there should be a lot of stuff for everybody, not just for light to medium to dark. It should be for everybody across the board, and I feel like that's where the makeup industry lacks. So when she put this product out, I was really impressed, and it just made me think about all of that I just ranted about. So aside from that, this color is great. It's like a gold meets peach. It's got a really nice iridescence of the two fused together, and it's just such a creamy product. I absolutely love Becca products, so when she teamed up with them, I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. So this is what it looks like up close, and this is what it looks like on my finger. I love this. It's so universal. This is great for like pops of color on the inner tear ducts if you want something more natural that's not going to be a stark highlight. And this is what it looks like when you apply it. And this one was something I was using for so long because it just appealed to me, and it goes with so many different looks. I feel like it's very versatile. I feel like that product has great pigmentation, it's great quality, and it's just so easy to apply. It blends out beautifully, and I just was really impressed with that product, as I am with all of Becca's products. Like, I feel like they're just a great line altogether. So the last product I'm going to speak about is a highlight, but it's not going to be a powder, it's going to be a liquid highlight. And if you watch my channel, you know this is my jam, girl. Like, this is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. This is the liquid one in Opal. And I've tried the other selections that they have for different shades, and I love the pressed versions of them, but I don't like them as illuminators that are liquid. They apply to my skin differently, and I don't like them as much as I love this one. So if I did say you had to go out and choose one, this is the one I would choose because it's my favorite, and I feel like it's great for a vast amount of skin tones from light to medium dark. I got this for a friend of mine, and she's darker than I am, and it looked beautiful on her skin. It just brought another like level of glow to her skin, and I loved the way it looked when she applied it. So I really like the fact that it's a versatile color. And it has a pump, which is really nice, and I will show you what this looks like when you put it on the skin. So as you can see here, it just really illuminated the back of my hand. And when you set this with a illuminating powder, it just brings your highlight to a whole different level, and it just makes it pop. Like, when you see people on social media and they have a really poppin' highlight, I feel like they use something like this underneath because it really just ups the amp and changes the game. Okay, so moving on from highlights and my rant, I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm going to talk about blushes. So blush is another favorite of mine. I absolutely love blushes, but this year I focus more on highlights and less on blushes because I have so many blush products and I want to utilize the ones that I had in my collection more. So I will say that MAC and NARS are my top favorite brands when it comes to blushes. I love their selection of colors. I love the payoff. I love the consistency and the formulation of those particular products. And the ones I'm going to share with you are mostly from MAC and NARS, and one from Buxom. So the first of which is going to be NARS Taos. And I did mention this in a favorites video of mine. This is a unique color. So this color is more of like a burnt orange meets like really rosy pink with these really nice finely milled flecks of gold shimmer. I think this is beautiful on the skin, but you do have to be very careful with it because it is a strong color and it goes on very pigmented, and it can be a little overwhelming, as you can see on my finger. But I feel like it just is so gorgeous on the skin, and if you blend it out and use great products, it will look nicely when you apply it. And that's what it looks like when you see it on my skin tone. And this is beautiful, and I feel like it really helps with adding some depth to your contour. So if you like top this over your contour when you're doing your makeup, it's gonna make your contour really pop but add some color to the skin. The next blush I'm going to be talking about is also from NARS. This is in the color Gilda, and this was something that I saw on YouTube for so long, but I never saw it in any Sephora, so I had to special order this off of beauty.com, I believe it was. And this color is beautiful. It's a very straight matte peachy pink color. It's really gorgeous. It adds the perfect flush to the skin. So that is the color up close. It's really beautiful. It looks like it would come off chalky when you initially see it in the pan, but I do not have any problems with that on my skin tone, and I am more dark, so things do tend to get a little chalky on me. This is what it looks like right here on this finger. And on the skin, I will swatch it here for you. It's just really light flush of color. It didn't come off very well because I think I have so many products on my hand, but it is just gorgeous on the skin. And I feel like this is just a cult favorite for so many people because it is so beautiful and it applies so nicely. So that is the color right there. Very neutral, very nice to wear. It's not going to be overpowering as it looks in the pan, but it looks really nice when you apply it to the skin, and it's gorgeous. The next blush I'm going to talk to you guys about is one from Buxom. This is in the color Tryst, and I love this because if you notice with the blushes I'm going to be showing you, I love blushes that have those really finely milled flecks of shimmer because it just makes your face glow, and I love that. I love a matte blush, but I love when they add in flecks of shimmer because it just makes your skin look so healthy and so glowy with an added flush of color, which is really great when you're doing your makeup because you want your skin to look nice and glowing like J-Lo, you know? Who doesn't want to look like J-Lo? So this color Tryst is very neutral, very versatile. It's like a peachy pink with some pearlescent, like light shimmer undertones, and I love the way this applies. This can be geared towards so many skin tones because it's just so versatile, and I will show you what it looks like up close. So as you can see, it's just really gorgeous, very neutral tone. On my finger it looks like that. You can barely see it, but when you apply it to the skin, it's incredible. I love it, and I love this because you can just pair it with so many different makeup looks. Whether you're going with a bold or bright makeup look, it's going to pair well with it because it's not going to add too much depth and definition. So that is it right there. As you can see, very light but very glowy and very beautiful, and it just goes well with so many different looks, and I feel like you can't go wrong with a blush like this because it's not going to be too overpowering, and it's going to go well with so many different looks. So if you are a makeup artist or someone who is wanting a blush for just their collection and doesn't want to worry about having like a palette of blushes or just a plethora of blushes, I feel like that's a really good one to look into because it's just very user friendly. It goes with so many different things. So now moving on from those two blushes, I'm going to share with you two other blushes that I love. These two are from MAC, and the first of which is going to be the color Lovejoy, which is this right here. And this is just a really beautiful earth tone blush, but it does add a really gorgeous like bronzy glow to the skin. I love this blush. Like, I cannot rave about it enough. Like, this is one of my favorites. I've bought two of these already. So this is the color Lovejoy up close. As you can see, it's kind of got like a mauve tone to it, but it's got all these flecks of shimmer because it is a part of the MAC Mineralized Skinish blushes. And this is gorgeous on the skin. I absolutely love it. I've been gravitating towards it a lot. I've been gravitating towards this color a lot. I love the way it applies and I love the way it looks. So this is what it looks like on my skin tone. Very gorgeous, just very glowy at the same time. And I just cannot rave about it enough. So that one incorporates a lot of color to the skin as well, as you can see here. So you can be careful with it because it can add like a little bit of a contour, so to speak, because it is a little bit deeper in tone, but it does add a really nice glow as well. So I really like that. It's not going to pair with everything because it is a little darker and it is going to add more to the face, but it is a great color to have in your collection because it just looks really nice when you do apply it with the right look. The next one is the color Warm Soul, also a mineralized one from MAC. This one is a little easier. It's a little bit more neutral. It's not going to pull as much color when you apply it. So this one's great for those who are beginners or ones who want just one blush. They don't want to worry about a bunch of blushes. This is also a great color. So this is Warm Soul right here. Really beautiful, very bronze. I will show it to you on my finger as well so you get an idea of what it looks like. Very neutral. And it adds a lot of glow as well because it does have those finely milled flecks of shimmer. And applied to my skin, it looks like this. So as you can see, it's a little bit of bronze, but just very glowy. Hard to see right now on my skin tone, but I guarantee if you do get it and you do add to your collection, it's going to be a very light, nice, airy blush that gives you that natural glow, that sun-kissed look, something that a lot of people like to look for because me especially, I live in Florida. We don't really have like seasons. We kind of just have summer all year long. So I like to have like that really glowy sun-kissed skin look like most of the year because that's just what I go for because that's all I have. So yeah, those blushes are the ones that I absolutely love and I definitely suggest if you're looking into expanding your blush collection. So moving on from that, I'm going to go into bronzers. Now I have a whole video on bronzers for women of my skin tone and darker. There's just a lot of problems when you get deeper in skin tone finding makeup products that suit your skin tone. So bronzers for me are just very like hit and miss. It's very hard to find because I feel like they can either look very, very close to my skin tone or they can just look very chalky and it's very hard to find the right medium. But I found some that I really enjoy and I will share them with you guys. The first of which is from Studio Gear. This is the Bronze Matte Pressed Powder. I got this from Ulta. Looking at it in the pan, it does look a little cool, but when I apply it, it is perfect. And when I do apply bronzers like this, I do like for them to be matte. They work well the best with my skin tone. This is it right here. It's a very neutral like bronzer. It's not gonna add too much depth. It's not going to give you like that drastic contour, but it is a great shade to work with in your collection and it's great for everyday use. The next bronzer I love, and this is probably my favorite for the year, is MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in Deep Dark. Now this is a setting powder. I just got it a few shades darker than my skin tone and I felt like this was the perfect idea because it adds the right amount of color to my face and it's matte. And it's not too cakey because it is a setting powder. It's very light, very easy to work with. So this is what it looks like up close. And this is really great for like anyone who's looking for a bronzer but they don't know what to find. Go to MAC and any mineralized skin finish that's in your skin tone, just look for 2 shades darker and I guarantee you will really appreciate that with a bronzer. And that just goes for any pressed powder. Any pressed powders that are like 2 shades deeper than your skin tone, you're pretty much in the green because it's gonna work well for your skin tone. You just have to make sure it's not too ashy or too red. The next color I'm going to speak to you guys about is from Ulta. This is a more drugstore brand. It's very affordable. And it is the Jane Bronzing Powder in the color Give. This is such a great product. I love this. When I got it, I obsessed over it because I just thought the product in itself was really great. It was very easy to blend out. This is a great contour shade for me because it is deeper, and I love the fact that it is completely matte and it's drugstore, so it's very, very, very affordable. So when I used this, I was very impressed, and I thought that it couldn't be beat for the price point. This is what it looks like on my finger. And as you can see, it's got really great pigmentation, very easy to use and very blendable. So this is a great product, and I definitely suggest it. It's something that you should have in your collection if you're looking for a bronzer, because it is just phenomenal and the price you just cannot beat. And the last bronzer I want to share with you guys is one also from MAC. This is a mineralized skin finish bronzing powder. This is in the color Sun Power. Now this one's very similar to the Deep Dark, except for this one pulls a little bit more, I want to say, red on me. It's really nice. I love it. It's completely matte, very easy to use, very blendable. It's currently what I have on right now to give you an idea of what it looks like on the skin. I like this one as well. Like when they pull orange or red, it doesn't bother me, but for some people it may not mesh well with their skin tone. So it's something to be cognizant of, but just have them try it on your face to see if it's something that appeals to you. This is what it looks like up close. It's a very nice warm brown, and that's what it looks like on my finger. And I really like this one as well. I think this is a great bronzing shade for those who are like a little bit more deeper in skin tone. And just to give you an idea of what it looks like on my skin, this is it right there. So as you can see, it is a little bit more red, but it works and it looks nice on the skin. I just feel like it's all about blending it out and working with the product. So this completes my video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video beneficial, and I will link down the bronzers for Mocha Mama's video that I have down here if you're someone who is my skin tone or deeper, who is really in the market for a bronzer and just wants to find the right one. So thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye guys.